welcome back to Next Generation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Roman Bosick, and today we're going to be joined by the wonderful Mr. Osan Thompson.
Mr. O!
Yeah.
Mr. O's in the house!
Today,
Let's go!
Today we're going to be discussing our predictions, starting off with our MVP. I'm going to let you go first as you're the guest here.
The MVP of the league. Now, this is a really, really tough one, and I'm going to go with something that's going to blow the socks off a lot of people. You know, I'm a defensive guy, and when I look at defensive players, nobody is more valuable to the team than Micah Parsons.
You think Micah Parsons?
Micah Parsons can play. He can cover anybody. He's covering tight ends that are the most lethal threat on some of these teams. You got him blitzing from the A gap to the C gap and all above. Like Micah Parsons single-handedly is keeping the Cowboys into the race.
Now, wait a minute. We're going to ignore Trayvon Diggs' 10 interceptions, which are more than some teams have this year.
They play off of each other. I feel like as the defensive rookie of the year, and definitely the rookie of the year, I think you should not be held back for your success.
I don't think Parsons is going to get it for a few reasons. Number one, he's great and all, but you have to also realize it's the NFL. They don't like defensive players. J.J. Watt could drop 20 sacks, played out of his mind, still didn't get it over a quarterback who did mediocre. I think that personally, it's either going to be Jonathan Taylor, and I think that one player that we're still sleeping on is Cooper Kupp. Despite this,
wow.
Cooper Kupp has been still putting up a bunch of numbers. He still leads the league in yards. He's great after the catch, and you can't forget Jonathan Taylor.
But how are you going to give it to him when you're not going to give it to Stafford?
Well, Stafford's been playing well, but have you seen what Kupp is doing after the catch?
Kupp is doing amazing things. He's one of the best receivers in the league, bar none, for sure, 100%. But what is the make or break person on the team? Right? They have stars left and right on that team. And most valuable player means most valuable to your team.
You do have a point there. But
Jonathan Taylor, I'll ride with you on that. JT, if he wasn't on the team, that team would be nowhere. So we can settle on that, but Michael Parsons, hot take, I'm going for it. Next.
All right, we are going to be moving on to our sleeper picks for the playoffs. One from the AFC, one from the NFC. I'll let you hit this one again.
Oh man, sleeper picks. See, this is a tough one, man, and it took me a lot of time to think about this one. But you know what I'm gonna go with for the NFC. This is really hard. No, I'll start with the AFC.
And then you go AFC.
I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know why? Because they find a way to win.
They have found a way.
DJ Watt wasn't even playing half the season. He still leads the league in sacks. What are you talking about? What does that even mean?
You miss so much time and you still lead the league in sacks. There's obviously a case for him to be DPOI, but I don't think he's going to get it just because of injuries. Also, personally from the AFC, I know people might not consider this a sleeper, but I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. They haven't played good football, but we have to remember, Josh Allen is still Josh Allen.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs is still Stephon Diggs. And Tre'Davious White might be able to make a run maybe in the divisional round. So if the Bills can right the ship, win their wild card game, make it to the divisional, that lockdown defense can become even more lockdown. Josh Allen is still playing amazing. Diggs is still doing well.
Is he playing amazing?
I mean, he's still putting up numbers.
He's putting up numbers, but you got to get your team to win. And that's what you need to do at this point in the season.
I mean, they've got a few big games up. Personally, I'm really eyeing their game next week. They've got to play the Patriots. I think that's the big game, the game that really is going to cement are the Bills contenders or not. They can't beat the Patriots. I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
They showed one time that they can. So
yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have to go and switch to the NFC. Right. Who do you have for the NFC sleeper?
NFC, I've got the Niners. I really think they can make a deep run.
Okay.
I think that Jimmy Garoppolo,
Jimmy G,
he still has it in him. People are all saying you should have started Lance. Why are you doing this?
He's a Chicagoland guy.
Yeah, he's efficient.
He's a guy. He's an efficient guy. They got Debo Samuels running the rock.
He's a running
He's
back.
catching the rock. He's running the rock. He's doing everything.
He's a versatile.
That is a good pick. I have a different pick. I got a different take, and my take, everyone, listen up, is gonna be the Minnesota Vikings.
Whoa. You're taking the Vikings. Same Vikings who lost to the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
You're really going to take a team to be a sleeper.
You think they're just going to lay down after losing to the Lions? That's the kick in the mouth that they needed to step up and be the team that they know they really are. You know what? Dalvin Cook, when he totes that pill, oh, yeah. You got Kirk Cousins. Oh, he wants to beat somebody. He's tired of playing second fiddle in the NFC.
Really?
He wants to beat somebody.
You really think Kirk Cousins is going to play second fiddle? What happens when they go on prime time,
Man, they toss the ball up to Jeffries. Jeff's got it.
I can't argue with you
Got
there.
the
Jefferson,
sauce.
second
It
in the league in
drips
receiving
forever.
yards. Yeah, Jefferson.
Let's go.
I can't argue with you on Jefferson there.
Let's go to the Super Bowl.
Let's
Let's talk about Super Bowl.
You're big first.
Oh man, Super Bowl. Both of them or just the NFC?
I got both of them.
Okay, both of them. So what I'm looking at Green Bay. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers.
He's a bad man.
Towing that pill, looking like John Wick, like he stole his dog.
Yeah,
You
he's
know
a
what I
bad
got?
man.
On the AFC,
Who comes for the AFC?
Patty Mahomes and the KC Chiefs.
Oh.
You saw how they whooped up on the Raiders.
That,
You saw how they stomped up on the Raiders.
not
You see how they
not here.
not in my
Not
house.
here.
Don't
Not
touch
here.
my logo. It's a no-go.
Not
Who do
here.
you have?
All right, I'm going to start off with a very controversial pick.
Okay.
We'll start off with the NFC. And my Super Bowl team coming out of the NFC is the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, Trevon Diggs has more interceptions
Oh
than,
my God.
what, maybe a fourth of the teams in the league.
Yeah,
He's playing out
you're
of his
your
mind.
mother's child.
Micah Parsons, great. You
I
have
can't
Ezekiel
argue
Elliott, Tony Pollard, one of the most stacked offenses in football.
You think Dak's gonna pull it together? You think
I
he's gonna?
think that
You
is-
think Mike McCarthy's gonna call the right plays in the
I
red
think
zone?
Mike
You
McCarthy
think
is
we're
gonna
gonna go
do
for
it.
field goals on fourth? How are they gonna win?
I think once they reach the playoffs, they haven't made the playoffs. Well, when they do make the playoffs, we all know they choke in the divisional, they choke in the wild card.
Uh-huh.
It's the Cowboys thing to do. But I think that this year they're kind of realizing some of their players are aging. You're going to lose some of those linemen eventually. Zeke isn't playing as well. You've got to.
You're not making a good point.
Yeah, you got. However, Zeke isn't playing as well, but you have Tony Pollard. You have a second running back. Your defense has emerged into stardom. All you need to do is put both of those pieces together. And now, who do you think? Who do I think is going to play against them? Well, this is the pick, the part of the pick that's probably going to be the most controversial. I think it's going to be the Tennessee Titans.
Wow!
Yeah, I'm throwing
Wow!
the Tennessee Titans here.
The Tennessee Titans. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Okay, shout out Shane Bowen. That's my teammate from college. He's the defensive coordinator. Tell me why.
Okay, number one, everyone's saying the Titans are done. They're going to be bad. But we have to realize this Titans offense has lost their wide receivers. Not Matthew Stafford. Ryan Tannehill has had to throw to backups for the entire year. A.J. Brown,
Who are
Julio
they gonna
Jones,
get back,
both
though?
going to get back. Derrick Henry comes back for the playoffs. Wild card.
You're gonna have Derrick Henry looking like Booby Miles. Booby, he's gonna be in the MRI. He's gonna go, "You from Midland? You from Midland? He's injured. Let the man rest."
He's coming back for the wild card. He's been injured
You got
for
running
long
back by
enough.
committee. You got a defense that's stepping up, but you got running back by committee. You got two limping wide receivers. One of them is a little, I'm sorry to say, he's a little past his prime.
Julio's so good, man. He's got.
Hey, I'm a Julio fan, but hey, the numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie, but this man is a player who's going to want to push it forward. He's going to want to finish his career. You think that he's not devastated after Super Bowl 52, and when he finally has a team that has a chance of being a good playoff contender and a Super Bowl contender, he's not going to go out there and try and edit.
Mike Vrabel can get past his old coach, Bill Belichick.
Mike Vrabel isn't going to have to get past his own coach, Bill Belichick.
Oh, yes, he is, because New England has their number. Oh, yeah.
What happened last time
New
those two
England
teams
then?
played? Who's going to beat New England? Here's my thing. New England's going to go up. They're probably going to roll up on a team like the Chiefs, maybe the Chargers. I don't think they have the offensive firepower to keep up with those two top teams. Herbert, as much as I hate to say it.
This kind of selective choosing, if a coulda, shoulda, woulda, woulda. I don't know if that's what championships are made of, but I'm here on on your show. Next Generation Sports
We've
Talk
seen
Radio.
a lot of upsets. We've seen teams who aren't supposed to win any games make it all the way. Remember when we all counted the Bucks out in that playoff run? They went on, they beat the Chiefs.
Hey, man.
I don't think the Chiefs
I never
have got
counted the
it.
Bucks out. I think we're counting the Bucks out right now this year.
Yeah.
And that might be our biggest mistake.
I hate to
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Do never bet against Tom Brady.
I hate to say it, but there's a high chance of a Bucks-Pats Super Bowl, which would be great for the media.
I mean,
Belichick v. Brady, I'd love to see it, but I think that the Titans are going to be slept on. I think that they have a chance of making it. If not the Titans, I can see two other teams making it, one of which, as you said, the Chiefs, and the other team I can see making it is the Chargers. I think that
come playoff time, nobody's sleeping on anybody.
Yeah, no one's sleeping on anyone.
You're coming to play because if you don't play, you go home.
But
we're not betting on that.
Yeah,
we're stepping up to the plate every time. We're looking at home field advantage. We're looking at who's rolling and who can we trust to get the job done. And I feel like the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs have been the most consistent teams in the National Football League.
What happened when Aaron Rodgers goes to the championship game, though? You ain't gonna talk about that?
He's won championships.
He's won championships.
Okay.
But what
That's
happens
what
when he
we're
goes to?
talking
What happens? This is the same team that still
He
has
was the
Kevin
league
King on
MVP
it.
last year.
Oh yeah, but we gonna forget about Kevin King? We
Yeah,
gonna
man.
forget about that coverage getting absolutely toasted? But we all know what the real answer is gonna be.
Savage.
We all know what the real answer is going to be, though. We all know that the Super Bowl, it's pretty clear it's going to be the Raiders in the Super Bowl.
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
we're
Oh
gonna
my
take it
God.
all the way home. Derek Willard's going to come back. Derek Carr, best quarterback in the nation.
Hey,
He's gonna take us to the promised land. At least
Okay.
that's the dream.
Cowboys Raiders.
Cowboys
That's
Raiders in
what
the
we're
Super
having.
Bowl. Hey,
All
I'm
right,
calling
man.
it here.
Well, thank you so much for letting me be on
Thank
your
you.
show. It's been a great time, my boy.
Yeah,
Close
thank
us
you.
out.
And this has been Roman Bosick and Mr. Osahan Tongo with Next Generation Sports Talk. Until then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and catch you guys next time.